What is good, y'all? Mark Turner, Turned Up Fitness. This light is not good, but anyway, we are here in Jacksonville, Florida. But I want to definitely hit y'all with part two of the question that was asked yesterday: the benefits of hiring a personal trainer, or is there a benefit to hiring a personal trainer? When I get back to the room, I'm gonna definitely answer the question. But before we get started, you already know what time it is, so let's go. What is good, y'all? It is Mark Turner. I am back in the room, and today we're gonna cover the second part to yesterday's question. And that question yesterday was, what are the benefits, or are there benefits to hiring a personal trainer for a beginner? And also, the continuation of that question is basically to know what those benefits are. So to get started, let's go ahead and get into it, because this has a lot of layers to it, but I want to get to the meat of it. But I want to get more detailed with this young lady because she really wants to know, are there any benefits? We'll get started. So here we go. It's kind of hectic this morning, but I had to think about this a lot last night. One of the benefits, one of the things that the benefit of a personal trainer for somebody that has not ever worked out is guidance. We said this a little bit yesterday, but let me go more into the guidance part of this. One of the things I feel as a trainer is that I need to be able to help my clients, but ultimately the goal of a personal trainer is to get a person to mentally change their habits. And the way we do this is by taking them through exercises, teaching them how to do their meal preps and plans. Now, I will say this: the services that are provided are based off of, I'm gonna be honest with you, my opinion is based off of the investment that the person is willing to pay. They range. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of these coaches out here and personal trainers, prices range. There are average national prices. There are some prices that are astronomical, depending on what your bracket is, what your pay, how much you're willing to pay. You have some trainers that charge up to $4,000 a month, or even more, depending on the celebrity status. And a lot of people would like to be celebrity trainers. And I'm telling you something right now. Once you find those type of clients that can pay a lot of money, it's a different program or a different ball game. But back to what we're talking about when it comes to the benefit of hiring a personal trainer. First of all, if they're a good trainer or a good coach, accountability. Now, what I mean by the accountability part is this. One of the practices that I do with my clients when they first starting out is phone calls and text messages early in the morning, especially if we have early morning clients. The reason why we do that is because it's a form of discipline. It's a form of changing the habits, because most of the time when people make the excuse they can't work out or can't find time to work out, it's usually the early morning clients. But over a period of time, what ends up happening is those clients start to develop those habits of getting up on their own or even texting you. Matter of fact, I will give you a great example of disciplining clients. Example, one morning I was getting up. Well, actually I got up late. And this is because I think I got real sick one morning. I can't remember what happened. I know I was sick. Normally I'm not late for any type of training, but I got real sick one morning, and I don't know what happened, but my phone was going off, and it was my clients, and then the guy I was partnering with at the time, everybody was texting me and calling me. And they're like, yo, something wrong with Coach, blah, blah, blah. What going on with Coach? He all right? I mean, it was like they had put out an APB out on me and stuff, and they're putting doggone Amber Alert. So this dude missing. But still, that showed me that they had enough discipline to know that they paid attention to my patterns. And they knew that I'm always at the gym at least by 4 a.m. to beat them there. But this day, I didn't get there until almost 5:15. And I can't remember exactly what happened. I think I had a long day or something like that. But still, respect goes out to those clients because they showed some respect to me by showing me that they knew my patterns and they knew something was wrong. So being able to have a person shift their mindset about timing and how to work out and what time to work out, and being able to get up on their own and do these workouts is a great thing. So that's one of the benefits that you can get from having a personal trainer, is to hold you accountable. Here's another tip for you, and here's another benefit of having another benefit for you to have a personal trainer is this. And this was a question that this young lady asked. Do they teach form? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it really depends on the situation and who you're dealing with. I know at most big box gyms, from what I've observed and what people that used to work there tell me, they don't really teach you about the form too much. They just teach you how to use the equipment or use the weight, but not really teaching you form. In my case, I also do corrective exercise. Now, what that means is this for you and for what I do. When it comes to corrective exercise, this is what I call spot checking. So the form is important. You don't want to have imbalances in your workouts. You don't want to have one side that's off balance from the other. You don't want to be doing squats with one foot like a front of the other, or you don't want to have your feet rotated one way and another foot the foot rotated this way, this one. Basically what we do as corrective exercise specialists, as coaches, as true coaches, is we want to make sure you have the proper form. We want to make sure that you're safe. We want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're doing and why you are doing it. Some people ask me questions such as, I just want to work on my belly. Well, the average person doesn't understand how the body really works. When you say, I just want to lose my gut, I want to work on my belly, they don't realize that the body works together. Everything works together. It's not just a targeted area. It is possible if you focus on that one area, but once you focus on that one area enough, other areas are being neglected on the body. That's another thing that we as coaches, this is the second part I'm talking about now, we want to make sure that you're safe. We want to make sure you understand what's going on and why you're doing what you do. This is the third most important thing is this, and I'm telling you, it's so many layers to being able to have a coach. Now, I will tell you in my case how I feel right now, because I'm currently in the process of doing my own thing, trying to get my own stuff together. And once I have my own, it's a different ball game. Each coach is totally different from the other, okay? Each coach has their own habits, their own disciplines. I went from a very extreme type of person from being in the Marine Corps. Very extreme until I had my situation happen to me in the Marine Corps. And when that situation happened to me, it changed my perspective on people. I started to lose faith in people, started to not trust people. But as I found another calling when it came to personal training, what I realized is, you have to be surrounded by the right type of people. Because people, and I'm just being straight up with you, and this is the real world and this is reality. When you're dealing with coaches, one of the things we have to do is literally, we have to become a counselor. It's hard to explain that part to you, but I would try my best to explain to you right now. Being a counselor, coaching is one thing, but being a counselor is a whole different ball game, especially when you're dealing with people that are going through a weight loss situation, or they've never been at a certain weight, and it's hard for them. They're going through a process where their body is changing, and at the same time, when the body changes, the mental changes. One of the biggest issues we have in America nowadays is we have this, I was just talking about this outside of myself. I was talking to myself about this, about lack of, not lack of control, but just the attention span. And one of these issues, the reason why we have this lack of attention span is because of our bodies and the way we eat in our stomachs and our guts. And I can tell you from experience, just putting myself through that, you do lose motivation. Your brain doesn't seem to be working at 100%. And as a coach, our goal is to keep you on track so you can win in your health and wellness goals. I know a lot of people may not believe that, but it's absolutely true. You need to start thinking more about your health and wellness goals, because that part of your body is one tool. It's not just the physical, it's just not the mental, it's the spiritual, it's all of those things. And that's why we're also, I know it went real far into that, but it's something I'm very passionate about. Here's another tip for you, tip number 4. So number 4 for you in trying to find out what the benefits of having a personal trainer is this. You're going to have coaches. I don't consider myself to be the best, but I feel like I can be better. And the way I improve myself in order to give you better information is I have to continuously educate myself. So I'm gonna show you how I do things. So like this book right here, this NASM book right here, I've already took that test a long time ago. It teaches you basic information. But in order for me to go to another level, what I do is I study other, like this. This is what I have to do. I'm just showing you things that I do for myself to keep me on track. So right here, Anatomy of Exercise. I would literally go through this book. I would literally go through this book, and I just kind of learn muscle groups, try to get more information on exercises, with other information like that. Just getting to know more about the human body. And this is where it really comes down to, because a lot of people, in my case, what I've experienced over there, yeah, I read this in the morning. I've been back on that thing hard, but it helps me keep my mind focused. That's why I read that right there. Most people are not going to sit down and read a book like this and understand anatomy. They're not going to understand movement. They're not going to understand exercises. You see a lot of these crazy exercises out here nowadays. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But to understand your body, and remember, this is the thing about it also, by having a personal trainer and the benefit of having a personal trainer. Our goal is to not just be that counselor, we listen to you. And one of the things I tell my clients, I tell them all the time, look, if something hurt or don't feel right, open your mouth and say what needs to be said. We get bold. I'm not gonna lie to you, we get real bold with you. Some people can't handle that. And I'm telling you, I've had clients quit on me because I've gotten their face about stuff. Because the goal is to get you in, get you out, to make sure you're working out and getting the proper exercises in. Also to make sure you're doing it in a safe environment. But when I have somebody that comes in that's unsafe and does unsafe things, my goal is to protect the fold. So that means if I got 20 clients doing a boot camp and I got one idiot in there doing something stupid that could endanger somebody, but let's believe me, that one person got to go. So that's another thing that most coaches and personal trainers, that gives you the benefit of having somebody that really cares about you, is they're going to protect everybody. The goal is to protect everybody. Do not let, I would not refuse. And I've changed a lot of things about myself since last year. I refuse to take on clients that cannot listen. I refuse to take on clients that take away my energy and take the energy away from other clients. So that's another little thing, that's another benefit of having a trainer, making sure that they're not scared. You got to make sure that they're willing to go out there and do what needs to be done. Here's another thing real fast. I know we getting deep today, but I wanted to make sure I gave this information to this young guy. And here's another thing. One of the things I love doing is, as I read information, I like to put the information out to my clients. You need to make sure your trainer, not just knowing about the body, but you need to make sure, if you're looking for that coach and you want to know what a good benefit is of a coach, how constant are they with information? I'm not talking about new workouts and stuff. I'm talking about what's going on currently in fitness. What can you do? Now, I'll tell you one thing I do with my clients, and they get mad at me about this. I would never do a workout or make them do a workout unless I've done it first. And the good thing about it is when they come in the door, I mean, they thinking I'm using them as guinea pigs. I'm not using them as guinea pigs. What it is that I'm doing the workouts myself. This is another benefit of having a personal trainer. Never have a personal trainer. This is a thing that you need to make sure. If they got you doing some crazy stuff, make sure you ask them, can they do it first, or have them demonstrate it for you. One thing about it is, most coaches and trainers, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of us, if you don't see what we have to go through, especially when we're dealing with clients, we sometimes get lost in helping the clients out so much we forget to help ourselves. And it's happened to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. But the thing is, now what I've learned to do is incorporate my workouts with the client's workout. I'm not talking about doing Zumba and all that stuff. Those are great classes. Let me get you right on that. Those are great classes. The Zumbas, remember back in the day we had Billy Blank, Tybo. But all those exercises, when you have somebody leading the group, is great. A coach should be able to lead you. He should be a great leader. He should be a mentor to you. You should feel happy to be working with somebody like that, and it should make you feel comfortable about yourself. I've made mistakes in the past. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've made mistakes, and you have to correct course. and know your limits with people, okay? And they got to know their limits with you. This is another good, and this is the last I'm gonna cover right now because this can go on and on and on, but I don't want to keep it. Finally, not to waste no more of your time, and just to answer the rest of this question, make sure that you can communicate with your coach. A benefit of having a coach is that they will, if they're a good coach, they will stay in constant communication with you. What I mean by that is, even right now, I have clients that are not my clients anymore, but one thing I do is I make sure I take a little effort out at least once a week, maybe twice a month, to reach out to see how they're doing. Like right now with this coronavirus thing going on, I got clients they're still my clients, but the thing is, they are not currently with me. They're overseas. So what I've been doing is checking on them to make sure they're doing okay. I know one of them is on a cruise ship. I don't know how her status is. I haven't heard from her. I'm reaching out to her sisters. I'm always checking on clients. I got another client right now I haven't heard from in almost a year. I'm worried about him because I know he was going through some things. I can't really talk about his situation, but he was going through some things, and I'm kind of worried about him, and I have not heard back from him in a while. But we get concerned. At the same time, we get hard on you because we have limited time to really deal with so many people, but we do our best to help those that are willing to help themselves. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. You want to find the benefits of a good trainer, and you want to know the benefits of good training. I know I'm talking crazy right now, but my mind is starting to go 1,000 miles per hour, so I got to slow myself down. So if you really want to know what the benefits of a personal trainer, of having a personal trainer or a coach is, you need to first find somebody that you can relate to. You need to find somebody that really cares. You got to find somebody that's doing the best. And another thing, and I love this with my clients, I love to ask them for their input and criticism. And if a trainer cannot be criticized and he feel like he's above you and he cannot grow himself anymore, then you ain't got yourself a good coach. Look, man, that was a long ass video. Look, Mark Turner Turned Up Fitness. Y'all stay blessed, stay turned up. I'm about to post this thing up right now. But look, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share the videos. If you like what you see in the videos, please share it. Give me information. Put your comments in the bottom. Ask questions. That's the thing. Ask questions, because there's no dumb question. The only dumb question is the question that you do not ask. Do not ask. Damn. Stay blessed. Stay turned up. Look, make no excuses. Head is shining. Beard is looking good. I got to get this gray off my face. Look, y'all stay blessed. Y'all straight turned up. We'll talk.